Good afternoon, Dr. Cote. This is Jennifer Slater-Sanchez, and I wanted to show you the Google Classroom that I had created for this assignment 1.2, 5 Minds for the Future. I learned a lot of valuable lessons on this activity. The first one is that unless you have the same domain, you are not able to invite people to view the Google Classroom. And so I, as you know, had sent you a couple of links in order to have you view this classroom, and unfortunately you were not able to do so. I even created another classroom on a personal account, and that one as well could not invite people from the outside, and then called my IT person who let me know that the best way to do this would be to use this thing called Screencastify through Google that allows me to record my screen. So again, learned a lot of lessons from this activity 1.2. So my original idea was that I would start the Google Classroom with just a welcome and then let them know that they needed to start by clicking on the classwork tab that you'll see right up here at the top. And you can see that I had designed this for the assignment to have several parts. First, they would view a video on Gardner explaining his thesis that was found on YouTube. The next was I had searched the web and found two pretty good comprehensive PowerPoint slide presentations on 5 Minds for the Future. I went on to Quizlet, was able to find some flashcards on the material, and then had created 6 questions in which students could respond with short answers that would be worth 10 points each. So I'm going to go here now to the classwork tab, and you'll see here that this was the first assignment that I had assigned, which was for them to view Howard Gardner's 5 Minds for the Future. It's a 45-minute video. Dr. Gardner explains his thesis himself, which I thought was pretty neat. The next one was the first slide presentation of 5 Minds for the Future. And what I can do is I can attach these when I upload my assignment as well. But that opens up to this and goes into just kind of a review of his book, talking about, the current globalization, and then the disciplined mind, the synthesizing mind, the creating mind, the respectful mind, and the ethical mind, and then sums up with key overviews that took a couple of pages. So again, this is just a PowerPoint in which students could view and digest this material. The next one is a PowerPoint slide presentation, which really more relates to educators and how this thesis applies to education. And so I thought that would be neat. Again, an overview of the 5 different minds. And so you'll see here that it does describe like the discipline mind, and then it talks about it's the one most familiar to educators and how this is application inside of the classroom. Synthesizing, again, gives examples. Darwin is an example of a synthesizing mind. How teachers can use it, starting with the internet, let them navigate through 21st century skills. The creating mind, entering into a new realm. The respectful mind, I think, is really a good lesson for students as far as, understanding that we all come in different shapes and sizes. And then the ethical mind, how students have a tendency to compromise their ethics. Plagiarism, as we all know. And then the role of education in nurturing the 5 minds. So I just thought that was a really neat PowerPoint slide presentation to add there. The next assignment was for them to go to this link on Quizlet and 5 Minds for the Future. And this one, I'm starting to really love Quizlet, but basically these would be flashcards that one could print out and then has the definitions here, right from Gardner's book. And then I created questions, like I said, short answer. So what are the 5 minds for the future indicated by Howard Gardner? And then a student would view that question, they would type in a short answer, and they could be awarded up to 10 points. Can you explain what Gardner refers to with the disciplined mind? Can you explain what Gardner refers to with the synthesizing mind, the creative mind, respectful mind, and finally the ethical mind? So I'm hoping that you can see here that I tried inviting you. Unfortunately, it didn't work, so I apologize. And I hope this was, straightforward and easy for you to access this video. Like I said, a big learning lesson. And I hope that I have shown that I know this material for this assignment. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I've been wanting to create a Google Classroom for quite some time, but just didn't really have a need to. But now I feel like I have that. And I learned a new skill as well, which is the Screencastify. And so lots of learning for this 10 points. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you for all you do, Dr. Cote. I read each and every one of your comments and feedback and greatly appreciate all you do. See you later.